What is going on, guys? Thank you guys for tuning into another video. So on today's episode, I am going to be showing you guys how to chart. I know a lot of people have been having questions. They don't really understand the basics behind charting. So I'm gonna run that by you guys today and teach you guys just the basic steps on how I start my charting sessions, all right? So with that being said, let's dive straight into it. So what is going on, guys? Thank you guys for tuning into another video. So on today's episode, what I'm gonna run by you guys is how to chart. I know a lot of guys and girls are, you guys are new and you guys don't understand how to chart. I'm gonna run by you everything that you guys need to do in order for you guys to understand how to chart, all right? So we're gonna get straight into it. And on today's charting session, we're gonna do SPY. I know a lot of guys, a lot of you guys want to know how to trade SPY, how to chart SPY. All right, so first things first, we are going to do our channels, right? So this is how the channels work. All right, let me draw this out for you guys here. So I already have these settings on here. So right now, we are currently on an uptrend. So I will draw this out for you guys so you guys can see. I'm currently on the daily. All right. So I will draw this. I'm going to draw this out for you guys, and then I'm going to let you guys know what exactly it is I am doing. Okay. Let me check out the weekly really quick. All right. Okay, so we're gonna stay on the daily here. All right, so what exactly we have right here? We currently are on an uptrend with SPY. All right, so you never want to go against the trend. And the reason I draw these channels here is because these are highly respected levels. So as you guys can see here, we bounce, we move back up. Here, we could actually draw this a little closer, but we get close to the channel and we bounce back up. On this area here, we kind of move sideways along the channel. Here we broke it, but we almost retested it. Here we bounce and we move up. All right. At the top channel, we get rejected multiple times. We get rejected here, we get rejected here, and as you guys can see, we're moving on up to the next channel. Now, we're currently at all-time highs on SPY, so it is a little bit more difficult as far as like drawing our channels. We have to use the Fibonacci retracement in order for us to kind of gauge our next level, but you guys can kind of get an understanding here of how we're moving. So I'm going to go down to the 4 hour so you guys can see it a little bit better. Here we go. So on the 4 hour, this is a channel that we drew out. We understand here that we bounce here. This channel is very respected. We bounce, we move up. We bounce, we move up. We bounce here, we move up. We get to our top channel. We hit our top channel and we get rejected multiple times. We get rejected here. We get rejected here. Right here, we're kind of just moving sideways. But as soon as we get an area of, looks like heavy buyers step in the market, we bounce, but we bounce off of our channel. Let's keep going. We bounce here. We bounce here. So this channel is highly respected, right? So this channel, we break through, move sideways, we retest it, and then we get rejected. All right. So this channel is very respected. All right. So we're gonna stay on that one. We're just gonna keep it simple, and we're gonna stay on this channel here. All right, so the next thing that I like to do after I draw my channels is I like to look for areas where we have gaps, all right? So I start on the highest time frame and then I work my way down. So I go on the weekly, no gaps on the weekly. You know what? All right. So now we're going to daily. So on the daily, we do have a gap here, but we're down here at this 441 to around 446 area. So what I like to do is, I know we're a little bit far away from it, being that we are at all-time highs. So what I do like to do though is I do like to get this here. I'll draw it out like this. All right. That. Change this. And this will be my gap area. Now, even though we are a little bit far away from it, I will keep it on there just because when the market starts to correct itself and we do start to move back down, this gap will get filled. So eventually this gap will get filled. So get a higher time frame here, extend that. All right, here we go. So that'll be our gap area. The next thing that I would do is I would like to see where my support and resistance areas are and my key levels, okay? So I understand that we had prior resistance up here at the top. All right, so I'm gonna change my drawing to OHLC. This right here gives me an accurate, very precise level right at the wick. All right. Boom. I'm sorry. Give me 1 minute here. Bam, bam, bam. Right there. All right. So that'll be an area that I would have for my previous resistance, okay? So I'll just go on here. I'll put an R. And all this is preference. You guys can name it however you want to name it. All right. And for my prior support, I would have for my prior support right here. All right. All right. So this will be my previous support and resistance lines here. Now, understand we are pretty overextended here. We are at all-time highs, but my next level will be right here. All right. That'll be my next level, and I will have that as a new support. I would do these in purple. All right. That'll be on the daily. I'm sorry, I'll usually put this, bam. There we go. That way it gives me an understanding of where I'm at and what time frame I added these support and resistance. The longer the time frame is, the more respected it is, okay? Just so you guys know. All right, so now we'll bring it down to the 4 hour. I personally really like the 4 hour, but so here, you guys can see this a little bit better now, all right? So this is our gap areas here. This is our channel. These are resistance, support. This is our new support level right here, okay? I didn't do the pivots yet. I will show you guys the pivots towards the end. All right. And what that is exactly. All right. So we understand here that we have support, being that we are the market just starts moving sideways here, right? Kind of a consolidation area. We understand that buyers and sellers, we had a lot of buying and a lot of selling, but we kind of agreed on a price here. Nobody really won this war. Let me extend this out a little bit. All right. So this is a highly respected support area. All right. Now, what I would be looking at, um, I don't want to go too much in depth here, but because, so I will give you guys this quick gem right here. All right, because we are at all-time highs, what I would do here is I would go and I would draw my Fibonacci retracement right here. Okay, come here, bam, 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 and this is how I will find my next level. All right. There we go. So I understand because we are all-time highs. My next level that I will be looking for is this 492 area, 492.91. That's how I would find my next level when we have nothing else to gauge the market off of. All right. So that's just a quick gem for you guys, real quick. Now let me remove that. All right. So what I would be looking at this area is I would be looking for a break below 482.78, or I would be looking for a rejection up around this area up here, around possibly 492 into 493.11 area. Okay, that's where I will be looking for as far as a rejection to reject this channel up here, because we do understand that every time that we've hit this channel, we've rejected it multiple times. We rejected it here, we rejected it here. So it's highly respected rejected area. All right. Now, as far as if the market does start coming down, I wouldn't like to play this until we break below this 482.78 area. All right. Why? Because we understand that the buyers held the price up above 482.78. They did not let the price fall below. Okay. Now, if the market does start to fall and break below this 482.78 area, you do not want to hold this and think that, oh, the market is pushing down, the market is tanking. You know what? I'm going to let this ride. You have to understand that we do have a 477.55 previous resistance area. So if you have a resistance, so let's say this area right here was not here. All right. Draw this out, and let's say that everything here, all this right here, was not here. All right, let's eliminate all of this right here. We understand that we had a previous resistance area at this level, so don't expect that the market continues to fall. It can happen, but don't expect, understand that you will have some type of either consolidation that will begin to happen. You will have some type of activity that will happen as soon as you start to get to this 477 area, 477.55, because we had a previous resistance. All right. So previous resistance turns into new support. So just know that. All right. So if we didn't have any of this right here, this would be our resistance line. This would be our resistance line. Let's see here. All right, so to kind of sum this up for you guys and give you an understanding of how I would play this personally, this is how I would play it. All right. A break below 482.78 with a hold below this level, and I would like to play the rejection of this level up here, which will be a possibly, let me see. This will be around the 492 to 493. I'll have to squeeze into the smaller time frame to kind of see where exactly this level would be. So this will be between 492.49 and 492.69. That is where the rejection will occur. Now, if we happen to break above this channel, I would not get in automatically. I would like to get a retest back to this level and see if we hold above this level. If we retest this level and hold, then that's where I'll be looking to play the bounce going into 495 to the 500 levels. All right. That's how I would play this. Now let's get down to the 1 hour time frame. Look at this level, highly respected, guys. 482.78. We're just flat bottomed right here. All right. Now, I told you guys, I would let you guys know what the pivots are. So basically, pivots are areas where the price turned around, okay? Where price changed directions at. A lot of times I would draw that out. Let me see. Probably do it on the daily. All right. So where did we change directions at is usually where I would draw my pivots at. So right here, this will be a pivot. Okay. Bam. That is where price changed directions. All right. So where else do we have a pivot at? We have a pivot right here. Just to kind of give you guys an understanding, I'm not going to run through all of this, but I do like to draw out my pivots to give me an understanding where price turned around on me. All right. So those will be the only two that I would draw out right now. All right. I'm not going to run through all of this, but just to give you guys an understanding of what the pivots are, this is what pivots are. All right. It's an area where the stock changed directions. All right. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys like this type of content, let me know. If you guys want me to run through any other stocks and how to chart them, just let me know. We could go over gaps, supply and demand. I didn't go over supply and demand on this one today. Just kind of went over these pivots, support, resistance, channels, trend lines. All right. But if you guys like this type of content, let me know. I will make more content like this. Hey, and if you guys like this video, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys like it. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. All right, guys. With that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.